All right, y'all, so we're doing something a little bit different today. I'm shooting this car outside, and the reason why, the picture spot was getting clean. I ain't feel like waiting 2 hours for it to dry. So bring you something different. 1970 Buick Lesabre. Obviously you guys see that it's red, custom red and white interior, and we got it sitting on a set of chrome and gold 22-inch with the Vogues. Super solid car. So getting into it, I'm gonna get the paint itself, driver's quality, so probably about a 7.5. Go ahead and move down. Door looks pretty solid, seems to be properly aligned. Don't see any crazy dents or anything that need to be pointed out. We'll go ahead and keep moving on down. The rear quarter fender looks pretty solid. Got a couple little paint chips here and there. Like I said, it's driver's quality paint, but no waves or dents, nothing crazy that I see there. Coming around to the trunk, appears to be properly aligned, no real crazy issues there. Looking at the bumper itself, it's probably a bumper would do good to be re-chromed or maybe find another one. It's not in horrible shape, but you can tell that there are a couple little dents and dings here and there. Let's go ahead, come over to the driver's side. Again, rear quarter looks solid, no waves, no dents, looks pretty good. Chrome trim around the wheel well looks solid. Didn't see any rust bubbling or anything, so that's always a benefit. A little bit of a gap here, bigger than what's normal, but and then one thing I did notice coming from the other side, so you got your chrome right around the hood, it's missing on this side, so let me make sure we point that out. Coming around to the front, oh, I'm sorry, windshield also looks good, no cracks, no rock chips. Coming down the hood looks pretty good. I don't see any hill damage, any crazy dents. Looks like it's on the line, it's misaligned, but it's because I got the hood already popped. Let me step back. Bumper looks solid. Front looks better than the rear in my opinion. You tell that they gold plated around the headlights to give it that little trim. That's why we did the gold and chrome. Let's go ahead and pop this. All right, so she got a 350. At some point in time, somebody cleaned this up. They went with the Chevy orange, pretty clean. It's an AC equipped vehicle. Power steering. It's got power brakes, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they kind of feel like manual brakes to me. I think it's because of the cam that's in the motor. But you guys will hear once we start it up. Go ahead and pop this trunk. Trunk's nice and clean, empty, nothing to hide anything. You can tell it's got the OG splatter paint still there, but no holes, no soft spots. Looks pretty clean. Let's go ahead and shut that. Now getting to the interior, kind of my favorite part. I think the red and white interior is tastefully done on this. Super clean, and they kept the buttons in the middle too. So seats are in good condition. I don't see any rips or tears, any type of spots or anything, so it looks pretty solid. They kept the OG carpet. I probably would have swapped this out to a newer, brighter red carpet, but it's not in horrible condition though. No holes or anything there. Passenger door panel looks good. You can see it's custom as well. No rips, no tears, and no warping. The other thing I like about this is power windows all the way around. Dash looks good. No cracks, no warping there. Let's go ahead and get on over to this side. Coming over to the driver's side. Same thing with these panels. They look good, they're in good shape. And as we look at this driver's seat, again, no rips, no tears, looks good. Got an aftermarket steering wheel. Let's go ahead and hop in here. And like I said, dash looks pretty solid. So I'm gonna show you one thing that I really do like about this car as well. First, if you guys heard, automatic lights when you start the car and when you turn the car off. And second, we got a push button start. I think that's super cool. Put it in a nice little spot as well. Let me go ahead and try and get my seatbelt on. Or not. Can't get the seatbelt all the way out. This is as far as it goes. So, check this side. Yeah, no way for me to go ahead and latch that because of it doesn't come out all the way. Nothing on the radio. Top works. You guys will see that later on in the video. I just dropped it. Mileage reads 13,329. You guys will see the lights on in the video as well. Wipers work, but I can tell they're getting caught under that hood. And I hear the compressor kicking on, but I'm not hearing anything blow. So yeah, compressor kicks on, but nothing's blowing out. And no horn. Right turn signal is showing. Oh, sorry, they're both showing. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the sun, but both turn signals are showing. Gas reads half a tank. You guys know how that is. Could be accurate, might not be. I'm pretty sure somebody threw a cam in this 350 because, like I said, you could just hear it. Speedometer is working, got us doing about 15 now. Again, these brakes are super firm, and I believe that's because of that cam. We're gonna try and throw on a vacuum booster just to see if that helps a little bit, because like I said, it feels like the cam is robbing the vacuum on them. Let me see. Shut that. Definitely can hear that compressor, but like I said, it's not blowing anything. A little bit of a stiff ride, honestly. You can tell this is more of a sporty setup. I know most Lesabres, you know, they are, you know, more luxurious. Obviously, they kind of float. This one just feels like it's been set up to be a little more sporty with the whatever work was done to the motor, and then the firm brakes. Alignment feels solid. Hands off the wheel. She's still tracking straight. Throttle response is good. Motor sounds good, honestly. It's just not what you expect out of a Lesabre, but the motor does sound good. Not hearing any weird sounds, like as far as windows rattling, belt squealing. I did hear that compressor as I was getting on the gas. Like I said, we'll check that just to see. And people swear they don't know what to do at a four-way stop. Always. It never fails. Turn signal went off. That's cool. Giving a little bit of gas. Doing about 35, 40 now. Like I said, pretty solid. Shifts have been smooth. So give me a second. I'll get her on the rack and we'll check out underneath. I've got the Lesabre up on the rack. Starting with the rear as always. The rear looks pretty good. This underneath valance, I'm gonna call it, looks pretty solid. Paint looks good. Rear bumper has a little bit of you know, dents here and there, but the chrome does look solid. Frame extensions, everything looks pretty clean, as well as the trunk pans. Nothing to really point out there. Got a new gas tank. That's always a plus. Looks like somebody coated the exhaust with that fake chrome paint. I personally despise that because it doesn't look like chrome and then it ends up burning off, but to each its own. Stock rear end, drum brakes, nothing changed back here. Mufflers have been replaced at some point in time. I can tell by the weld job. Going down the passenger side first. Frame is nice and straight. Floor pans look solid. Don't see any soft spots. Got a little bit of the undercoating starting to peel right here, but solid still for the most part. And then as we come down the driver's side, again, frame is nice and solid. and floors look good. They put that that's what that is. It's that if you've watched any of my videos before, it's that fluid film. There's another one too, a wool something, but that's kind of got, it's that fluid film, so that's why it looks like that. It kind of gives it that wet look, but it never dries. And the science behind it is it's supposed to stop rust because it blocks it and then it keeps the moisture there. I really don't know, but I know it's super popular. I personally don't like it though because it always looks wet and dirty. 350 combo. It looks like at some point in time this transmission was probably replaced. It just looks super clean. Let's see. Drums all the way around. No signs of leaks from anything. Pretty solid car. Personally, you know, I'd probably come through and clean up underneath, but to each his own. Front bumper looks solid. Not as many imperfections as the rear. Got a couple little scratches down at the bottom, kind of to be expected. Coming down the passenger side, a little bit of pitting there in that chrome cladding. Wheel wells look solid. Wheels are new at all four corners, 22-inch chrome and gold. Keep on moving down. Chrome cladding looks solid on the side. At some point in time, this car had a repaint. Again, frame looks nice. And coming to the rear quarter, looks solid. No waves or anything. Again, nowhere near a perfect paint job. Driver's quality for sure. Good thing is I don't see any bubbling as we're moving along here. A little bit of cracked paint right there, right at the cladding. Normally that comes from the vibration from that piece moving. But body's in pretty good shape though. All right, y'all, we'll go ahead and let the top up so you guys can see that in action. A little bit on the slower side, but working still. Like I said, this is a newer top. You can tell by the pads on the inside, and then you'll see once we go around the outside. You know what I think I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start timing these things so that we can kind of know what's a good baseline. That's exactly what I'm gonna do as I'm recording these videos for 2026. All right, so like I said, top is in excellent condition. Plastic back, no rips, no tears, really no stains either. And again, pads are nice and thick, so beautiful top. Let's flick these lights on. So if you guys are interested in this Lesabre, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.